We've been consistently over the last 3 or 4 months having an audience in terms of unique browsers, which is larger in the US than it is in the UK. So we're now around 26, 27 million unique browsers and around 12 million people here in the US. I was interestingly out with the team yesterday evening, just catching up, and some of the team there who are, experienced salespeople. They've spent time they've left places like New York Times to come and join us and work for what they see as a really exciting new organisation. I think they've found that they've undergone a sea change in terms of the access to agencies and the interest from agencies in the proposition. And I think that's really been driven by an incredible year for our journalism last year, and actually breaking a story which is still running today, as I was reading on the New York Times this morning. 2014 is going to be an interesting year for The Guardian in terms of its diversity across platforms. So 2014 will see The Guardian move to a responsive site, which means that we will have be on the same platform across all devices, and be able to start offering integrated advertising experiences across both mobile, tablet and desktop, and also see further app launches as well. Again, an integrated app one app which will render beautifully both on mobile and tablet. So we can expect to see quite a lot of product launch. And from a monetization perspective, then the tablet monetization is obviously a very different dynamic to mobile monetization. Within tablet, we see a really interesting opportunity developing of a truly premium, both premium in price and premium in value asset, which exists across the many different tablet properties that The Guardian's content is consumed on, be that social readers or our own apps. And within mobile, I think the big challenge that we face as an industry is to make sure that the creative executions are making use of the amount of time people are spending with mobile content. But we had a hack day back at the end of November where we challenged some technology businesses to develop assets that worked in a responsive environment. It was really encouraging to see the results. Actually, this is more in the display space around mobile. It's the three. You can only do so much with the 300 by 50. It's just a little too small on some screens. But there are ad formats which work harder. So for us, first party data is of primary importance, both for our brand advertising business, in which we're using first party data to create segments of high interest, whether it be affluent women who are very interested in fashion, or men who are interested in both film and are also auto intenders, and we can see that from I suppose the breadth of content that we have on the site and the scale of the audience. So we see 25 billion data events each month, which help us to build these profiles and segments. And then within the lower funnel space, where it's all about delivering actions to the advertiser, then we're using that data on a very granular basis. So it's just using individual data points to make buying decisions, and then our own publisher trading desk is buying that media on both our owned and operated properties and across the web.
I think what you current partners or prospect partners can do. The other thing that's important is the revolution that I saw at CES last week is coming with a change in distribution of how consumers are going to touch video and how publishers are going to be able to monetize video. And it's everything from the networks, the cable companies, the device companies.